Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, but we're back on the Bernardo Brothers custom truck, my 48 GMC. If you're new to the channel, you can look back at some of our older videos about this truck and the history of it. This was a national show winner truck back in '59 and '60. It was featured on the cover of 4 magazines. Since then, it's had a rough life, but we've been working on bringing it back. So lately I've been working on the repairs to the fender, the door, and lower rocker sill. We patched the fender, did some fabrication around this area, the lower rear portion and where it mounts to the cab. As this truck, the fenders were molded into the cab as one unit. The door, we took care of some rust issues on the lower half, and then the inner rocker sill, we fabricated a whole new panel for that. This video I'm going to do a little bit different, where I'm going to take you back and show you some of the progress photos and video of what I had just explained, which brings us up to where we are now with the stage of this truck. After this, I'm probably going to be working on the passenger bedside and tailgate. So be sure to follow along to watch the progress and get this piece of history rolling back on the roads again. So what I did here was weld nuts on the top side of this sill so I can easily run a bolt through to fasten. There's a rubber insert that goes between the rocker sill and the running board. I'll show you. So this here attaches to this piece. Just like that. So when this is on the truck, this fills the gap between the running board and the door, which is factory. Although the factory just used sheet metal screws, which would strip out over time. So this way, with the welded nuts, that will never happen. So as you saw in the photos, this piece of metal that I fabricated, or actually I didn't have to fabricate, I found a piece of metal that had the same contour I needed with that slight radius and the 1.5" lip for the bottom sill. This came from the baseboard heating in my house. So why not use what's available? Of course, It was scrap leftover that I had when I redid my heating in my house. Don't worry, I'm not gonna freeze this winter. I still have heat. So we're gonna get that fitted into the rocker where I have it cut out. Some previous work that I did also on the truck. I did the fender, the lower patch here, and welded some pieces on the lower fender and the cab that was rotted. So I just have to go along and grind that and do some body work. So I'm just kind of taking it a panel at a time. I did the door. I think I have pictures of that. Take you over to it. Got the lower area repaired and patched in. Did some rough body work on it for now, and then I'll do some final sanding and filler work later on. But for now, we're trying to get the car or the truck rust free of any rot holes and areas that need attention, and just get it in the rough stages of the body work for now. Got the back side of the door, the inside cleaned and painted white. I started making the door panels. I'll take you inside later and show you that. We still got the driver's side to do. You can see down there on the fender, cab corner, lower door, and then ultimately the bed needs some major repair. But one piece at a time, as Johnny Cash would sing. But doing it like this gives me the motivation to keep going, being that I can see some results of my progress. So otherwise it can become overwhelming if you look at it as an entire whole to do with the vehicle. So taking it one panel at a time seems to be working out. So let's get this rocker still welded in and keep moving forward. So we finished off the fabrication of the lower door hinge post area, lower fender, and the door sill. So this side's starting to shape up and becomes more of a solid structure with the sheet metal. I still have the bed to do on this side, but let's stay focused over here. So we got the welding done, the patchwork fabrication of the fender, lower door hinge post, and running board area. Went ahead and did some body work on it and just got a coat of primer on it just to give it you know, a visual of what we're going to be ending up with. This is all preliminary bodywork stage. These fenders, when the Bernardo brothers built the truck, they had molded them into the cab. So all of this is one piece. So I went ahead and replicated that when I did the welding and the bodywork. So it's a smooth transition with a slight radius going from the fender into the cab of the truck. Same with down here at the running board and where it rolls underneath the door. You can see we also finished with the fabrication of the lower door sill rocker panel. Got that in, welded nice. That was the piece I used from my heating vent at home, so that worked out nice. We'll go ahead now and get the door fitted back on, which I had already previously patched, and slowly working our way towards the back on the passenger side. So let's get that door on and see how it looks.